Hotline, calling on the hotline for your love, for your love. Hotline, hotline, calling on the hotline, on the hotline.
Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Forever Friends by Katrina Live. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. On this show, Spirit Interpreter Katrina Cooper delivers messages from heaven live. So without further ado, here she is, the one, the only, the woman with a direct line to heaven, Katrina Cooper.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, and welcome to show number 27 of Forever Friends by Katrina Live.
We cannot believe it. We have I want to bring up Candy over here. Oh, look at, I put you in a little one. There we go.
Hey, Candy.
Hi, Candy. She's one of our tribe members that helps us graciously on their own time to help us make it smoothly. And like we always say, we promise you nothing but raw, uncut, and beautiful messages from heaven, and then a variety show afterwards sharing some of our paranormal friends, which tonight is going to be Denise Primore
From the Paranormal Pride.
yes,
Radio
and
show.
the infamous, I'm not sure how the best way to put it,
Infamous.
yes,
Sally House.
and we are personal friends with Deborah and
Tony
Pickman. Yep. Thank you very much. Getting me in there. And thank you so much for taking time, Candy. Thank you, girl, for spending your Sunday with us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to. It's my pleasure.
We want to first, before we get started, have a little bit, our tribe members, we have some that are sick and not feeling well, and we want to give out some great energy out there. Go ahead and.
Yeah, Candy is one of them. We're praying for you and keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. And in the chat room will be Debbie Robinson, a tribe member, and she's going through some difficult health right now,
Yes.
but she's going to be there. And Karen Sprout, also in the chat room, is not feeling well, and she's a trooper. She's holding off going to the ER till after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I know. And then Tiffany Berry will also be in the chat room, a tribe member. So any questions, if I do not see them, Candy, Debbie Robinson, Tiffany Berry, or Karen Sprout will be happy to answer your question.
The thing here is that we want to be raw, and it's so many help. You know, it doesn't just take just one or two. It takes a tribe.
Yeah.
And I am so thankful for, first of all, our guests tonight, sharing their loved ones with us. I sent them their notes, and I just want to make sure that I get every single person in line. I'm looking down at my notes that I see, but I want to share something. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Forever Friends testimonies, and I wanted to start something a little bit new. You're going to start seeing a few little 15-second commercials, and I'm going to start out with one in just a second. It's just saying that you're a tribe member to share the show. If you are comfortable, send it to us. We'd love to put it on. I also have another gift that I received here, and our wonderful third tribe member, she's in the background taking care of the tabs and banners, is our Fruit Loop, our very own good girl.
Yep, she's the third of Three Old Ladies Productions.
Yes, and she's back here helping us too.
We'll put her over there. You can't see her,
but I wanted to share
There's
a commercial
that.
with you guys.
Watch this.
Here we go. And since our tribe member is here today, well, let's go and do this one right here.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm a tribe member of Katrina's Forever Friends. Are you a Forever Friend? Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when Katrina goes live or posts a video. We're so thankful to have you here. Thanks so much.
I am so happy we have those, and I just thought that I'd share out there to the world, because I'm not here just because I did advertisement. I'm here because of word of mouth, and that spirit's real and they're around us 100%. And when you get done having a conversation, I hope that each one of my guests today are forever friends. They walk away feeling that exact same thing. And if you want to share that, send us one. I want to share that.
Yeah,
I would love
make
to.
your own commercial and we'll put it up. It'd be awesome. We'd be really grateful.
I just love it.
Be
And so
fun.
in between, we're going to be doing this. And as we are, I don't like to stop or waste any time, but I have a crystal. I know that I'm going to be watching for the other one.
I have
But
two things real
Oh,
quick.
wait.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Yes, you do.
These two people are fixing to get their minds blown, your guests today. That was the other thing I
oh
wanted to say.
no, all the pressure.
Get ready, you guys. You're going to have your mind blown. Oh, no. You're awesome.
I can say that there's this one is a really, let me put Fruit Loop up so
Hey, how are you?
Echo, but we'll put you in there. Okay, I'm going to put Candy in the background and I'm going to bring up Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, ma'am.
I like if you've been watching me and understand everything happens for a reason. Exactly. There's a reason why you were number one on this show. I want to let you know that there's a reason. First thing I want to do over here, okay? Give me a second because I am working this. Oops. Here we go. My notes. And here we go. This is Crystal, because we're going to be giving you your own video to clip because we like to let you have it. Here's the gentleman that we are going to be talking to. And I want to let you know that he is so full of fire. I know that's so hard to explain, but he still is. And you received my notes, which happens to be on red ink. I was over at Valerie's last night, and she had a red pen. So what was your impression when you first received your notes? You don't have to go through them because what was your impression?
That's Christopher. He's been gone for almost 2 months. And, that being him all the way. He
Okay.
don't want me crying. That's how he is, but
He did. He was saying that very much. I sent these over early this morning to everyone. I believe it was Amy that was going, is he with you right now? I'm going, yes, he was. These are the only way that I can answer those. And I don't get names, but I do find him to be a little I feel athletic, but also a little bit kind of guy, with some soul into him. I hope that
yeah.
makes a little sense, And it to my girls over here, it broke my heart because I feel like there is controversy in this young man's passing, and.
Yeah.
He showed me a vision of a doll, and I had read around him, and I had it circled with an abstract, which tells me that it has more than one meaning. And so I try to write all things that it usually does, but I feel like it had a favorite color. I went with January, July, which are reds in our months, but I feel like January is one of those main areas. And I also felt like it had a tie to his school because I see him athletic in his classmates joining him, and they too was sporting the red when they came. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Because that's what it was.
Yes.
His favorite color was red. Matter of fact,
You're wearing a red nail polish. I just saw that when you put it on. Yeah, there's a reason when I underline, my notes are only spiritual shorthand is how I like to put it. And the next thing he stated is, I'm sorry, I'm meeting again, and this way it's my son. And I wrote this down because have we spoke before? Are you already a forever friend?
yes, I was.
Please forgive me so much because I believe that it was a woman that I had spoke to before. So do you have a grandmother or a mother on the other side? Grandma?
My grandmother.
Okay, she is a hoot, and if anything, I feel like she could be. She should have been the writer of what's that? With those three ladies that want to be friends and the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
my grandma was, yeah.
so she also stepped in. I want to let you know that she was immediately there with them, and I'm sorry that the next time that I'm speaking to you, Crystal, that it is your son. I'm a mother. Valerie's a mother. Not to mention how young this young man is, but he said that Mom, I'm okay. I love you. And I'm going back to this celebration and this thing. So, by any chance, did you have anything special that came up? Possibly that a birthday, maybe?
Yes. My birthday was last month.
Did you, Crystal? He keeps showing me this doll, not like kind that you would put a baby doll kind of, more like Brody, like the ones your mom collects.
Like Queen Victoria.
Yes, I have one that my grandma had, yes.
Thank you. I just want to let you know that I had this vision, and these are the things, because I believe that the next step of us, as we're talking, and anything that comes up that you feel that you don't want to speak about, because you know your son is very outspoken, please just tell me to stop. That's all that you do. Even though this is live, you have control. And he did say that grandma's here. I love you so much. And I can hear a loud bang.
Yes.
But also, I don't feel like it's one. I feel like there's a series of them, but it only took one. I don't know why that makes. It's almost like I could hear it first before it got me. So I kind of feel like the one that got him might have been the second or the third shot, possibly. Was there more than one shot?
What I got from the detectives, it was one shot that was fired, but
Did your son talk about that there had been a close call prior to that?
no,
Because
he
somehow,
never mentioned that to me.
okay, now you do know your son would not have mentioned this to you. So I'm not trying. I'm not saying that he would have shared everything. Can you confirm that he would not have told you this? Because he shared with me he knows this guy. So are you aware that there is a connection of him being aware? I'm not saying it's his friend. I'm just saying that it seems that as if he knows this guy, either his reputation or his name personally. And to me, I feel has some age on than your son. So I feel like there's, if anything, I'm guessing, because our youngsters look so much older than they are. This young boy that you shared with me, I felt like he was under 17, but I feel like this other person that's involved at least 5 years ahead of him.
The boy that shot Chris was 13.
I just want to let you know that there had been attempt prior, and this one got him. And I'm not saying that the shot went in, but I think that this confrontation had been, of knowing. I just don't feel like it was just a one-time incident. And with now, another thing that your son is sharing with me, I kind of feel like, and I hope this makes some sense. I feel like I got two ambulance around, or there's a fire truck, paramedic and a paramedic. I meant not fire truck. I meant paramedics, ambulance. It just looks like lots of lights are around that I'm trying to describe what he's showing me through his eyes. But I'm also finding there's chaos all around in this area that he was sharing with me. But I feel like the body was still with vital signs, but he's already crossed to grandma's. I hope that makes some sense.
Yeah. Because they said that he didn't have no pain. He didn't know what was coming to him.
And he said that no pain. It just feels like they might have had this vital sign of the body of this him, but he wasn't there. It was instantly with grandma. So he wants to let you know without a doubt, no pain. There was no lingering. That's the whole key, because the visions of him seeing it from afar. Is there a light or a light post of some marker? Looks like a big, like on a corner of a street, or it just looks like it's on a big telephone pole, and I'm seeing this light on it. Maybe the kind that come on when by the light, it has a light sensor to it. So was this by any section of where a light was, and it kind of feels like the light would have went out. So I feel like, could this been in the morning? Could this have been something that was where the
It was at night. It was 11:27 at night whenever this happened. The parents wasn't home at the time of my son's death.
Is there also a girl? Was there a girl that was at the scene, or
He was on the phone talking to the girl.
Okay. I just want to share the visions that I'm receiving, because I feel like so much had went wrong that moment, and heated conversation. So sorry. Your son is just so sorry, and I hope that this makes sense. It's almost as if your son wants to share with you that you were right. You were always right, and I should have listened. I was in a position where, like I said, that soulness in him. I know that it broke him down, but he is using it for good now. And one of the things has to do with music. I feel like he wanted to pursue that, and he still is, especially being a mom, knowing that he's still going to do the things that he always talked about of dreaming of doing. He is.
Because he always dreamed of going to Oklahoma and playing football, because that's what he did. And he played football, and he was in band. And
healing into right now. Is there somebody, are the guys on the football team, are they putting something on their left arm, whether it's a band? It just looks like something is sitting here in their for him. And I also see, are you designing a tattoo for your son, or
I already did. I already got it.
I love what I get to do. I love because he's there. Now, I'm also seeing this little heart, or at least the shape. It got like a little round shape to it. So do we have a little charm or something that's near with his picture? Feels like it is.
Yes.
Has his name.
I had, actually, it's by his ashes.
And are you planning on putting something in so you can keep it close to your heart that has to do with his ashes?
I already did.
Yes. Now, you're bringing it. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it that there it is. I kept seeing the little heart. I love it. He loves it. He was there when you were choosing it. He puts his cologne on. I can smell him. He smells really good.
Yeah, that's him.
And still is. I just want to let you know that he's winging it, and he's got his wings. He said, "Do not cry for me." And I want to let you know that there's like Dad, I love you. I got to make sure that he knows that his dad, that he loves his dad. And I feel like his father he was a lucky guy to have his father involved in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone has that. And there's something about the eyes and the nose. I feel like we took this part of their faces.
Oh yeah,
Twins.
they did. They look exactly like twins.
I want to let you know that I feel my hand being touched and squeezed before before cremation. Do you understand that, Mom? I feel like
Mm.
we're all there. I even feel like somebody tucked something in with him, whether it was a piece of paper with a note on it. I just
I
felt
did.
he wants
I
you to know.
put his OU mask in his hand before they
Hey,
closed it.
all of these things, I hope, just brings back the memories and knowing he's there too. Because I can't force, I can't request. I can request, but that doesn't mean they're going to come. They came because of you, wanted to be here with you. And I got the infinity sign. He just wants to let you know he'll always be there for you. I feel like that is a symbol for you to know that he's always there. I know how much it hurts that he's not there. And he says he visits all the time. So first thing I want to tell you, Crystal, you're not losing your mind, baby girl. Your son is very active. Everything that you've been thinking, I wonder if it's him, it's him.
Because I hear things and I was like, okay, that's Christopher. Things are moved, okay, that's Christopher. I say, okay, Christopher, where did you put this? Because he always has a habit of hiding something from me.
Yes, he does. Hey, it's something about the shoes. One will be in one part of the house and one will be in the other.
Yes. Especially.
I just wrote everything down. He says that he's the birds. I know that you identify birds as your son being free. Do you understand that?
I want to let you know something. The day after his death, they had a bird that was in the trees, and it was making a gunshot noise. And I was like, and then it kept on doing that, and I looked at it, and then it kept on staring at me. And then it started doing it again, like a gunshot noise. I was like, okay, Chris, that's you. I know that you're trying to tell me something.
Yes.
I said, let me know. I said, please let me know. Because in my heart, I know this was not an accident that happened to my son.
Crystal, he's not. That's exactly what I'm saying. I believe that this had occurred before because I feel like he was dodging. I'm not saying that he was dodging bullets on you, sweetheart, but I feel like he was dodging the threats. And he says he knew him. And look at how you stated that he did know this gentleman and this kid. Because they're always acting bigger than they should be.
Yeah, but they're claiming it as an accident. This is what the detectives
Karma will get the best of it. You, as a mom, I want to let you know the way he's sharing. I want to confirm what you're thinking. He's sharing with me, and I did tell Brody. I said this little boy was murdered. That's just how
I believe in my heart that he was.
I told her that. I said it.
Yeah.
I believe in my heart that my son was murdered because of the simple fact they told me at the district attorney's office that my son did not know what was going on. The boy had went into his mother's room, got the guns, put a bullet in the gun. His finger was on the hammer. It was like a rifle. It wasn't one of those guns that you could pull the trigger where you could just like hit the hammer on it. Well, Christopher called. His name was Christopher. Was on the phone with the girl at the time of Christopher's death.
I saw the girl. Okay.
So whenever Christopher said Levi turned to his right, and the gun went off. Well, whenever the gun went off, it went through right here and came out on this end.
That's why I saw the head. Thank you for sharing it.
So I know it's not an accident. Why would you take the time to go get the guns? Why would you put the bullet in the gun? And why would you put your hand on the chain? And why would you put your finger on the hammer?
it doesn't, I don't feel like it is either. I feel like it's being grown up, and I don't want to use it. I think that this word would be, I might get flagged, but it's kind of like street, trying to
Mm-hmm.
hug, you know, that down home, trying to be better than, because I'm seeing, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm seeing signs being thrown. So I feel like there could be, and even though they're young, I'm going to take that as some kind of a gang or some kind of a group, the way that I'm seeing the hands being thrown up,
Yeah, but what I don't understand, the parents wasn't home at the time. The parents was gone. So this happened at 11:27 at night. Well, only thing that identified my son was in what was in his pocket at the time.
Right.
So they thought that Christopher's phone was off. Whenever it wasn't off, the girl was still on the phone whenever they picked up my son and brought him to the morgue. So the girl,
He's definitely saying that he is taking care of it. It's just, it's like karma will take. I don't think you're going to be able to fight the law. I don't think anything will be changed in that. I'm not trying to put your hopes up high. I'm not. But one of the things that when I do things that have to do with murders or who did it or where are they, I have to talk with the loved ones. And it's interesting that he's sharing the same thing that you felt. And I confirmed that. I feel the same thing. And to let you know that karma will play a line of all that's involved. I hope that helps with your heart a little bit. Your son's not here, but I hope that helps just a little bit. And I want to let you know that why this is all there. Also, I kind of feel like he's talked about this before. It's almost as if, because he's jumping off of a cliff, like skydiving, extreme sport. It's just got wings on it, it doesn't have, he doesn't have a bungee cord on or anything. It's like he's skydiving with those suits and just taking it and soaring like an eagle, Mom. So I know that even though this was cut short, he's using every second to make you proud of him.
Yeah, Christopher was my world. He has an older sister, but Christopher was my baby.
I saw a sister. Please let her know that he said I love you too. Look, he wanted to make sure that he got all the family, and I want to make sure that I did too. And did anybody was there a balloon release for him?
No, but I wanted to get a balloon. I thought I was going to get a balloon.
Please know that he's around, and you were going to write something in it, or were you going to put something?
I was going to put something on it. Yes, I was going to do that for him. You
will.
I miss my son every day.
Of course you do. Of course you do. And my heart goes out to you so much. And I just hope that sharing this, and your grandmother saying that she's taking good care of him, she's fattening him up. That's exactly what she said. She's fattening him up. And before we close out, I want everyone to see this young man, because he deserves a second moment. And I want to tell you that he still is. I don't see him that young. I see him a little bit older than this, and he's got his hair all the way off. It's got longer hair.
Yeah.
Peter kind of look to me.
He had the Justin Bieber hairstyle. That's what he had.
So I just wanted to say that he still is. Family's there, and every single time he does it, money. Keep an eye on that. The knocks, all the lights that go flickering, because he likes to play from one side to the other side of the house. It's him, honey. And that doesn't mean he's not in heaven. It means that he is in heaven.
Yeah, I noticed that the light's been going off and on, and I hear knocks every once in a while whenever I'm all by myself. And I hear just like a little knock.
It is. It takes energy, and I want to say thank you so much for once again choosing me to be the voice of someone you love and cherish. And I hope that I did his name in honor. And my love goes out to you in every way. And thank you so much for sharing today with us.
Thank you for everything. Means a
You're
lot.
welcome. My forever friend. Woo!
Oh, wow. The chat room was, everyone's heart went out to her. Oh my
I was,
gosh.
and what did I say, Rhodey? I
did.
did. I just felt like there was something much more involved in this than anything else. And so I hope that we give her some peace. And that is what this is mainly about, that your loved ones still continue. And boy, do they hear what you're thinking, what you're saying, and they're confirming this. Just absolutely. And let me put my Candy up here. There she is.
There's one thing I wanted to say. Wait, let me just say this. When you were saying no pain, what you validated for her was what the police told her. She said, that's what the police told her, but police will sometimes say things to help families. You validated that that was a true stat. I got chill bumps now just saying it back.
Candy, I mean, Crystal, for real. That's the first thing he wants you to know for sure. And the rest, believe me, I have a few forever friends that contest. Karma's real. Karma's real. So you can't tell what time it's going to happen, but it will. And he's in the best hands, because you know your grandma rocks. I just want to let you know she's a hand and foot, and she's out there holding the football for him so he can practice kicking. So it's pretty cool. Candy, how you doing back there, girl?
I'm doing really, really well. Wow, that's just amazing. I love that the football team's doing something for him, and I love that necklace that she has. That just, wow.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I kept doing this the whole time with this little heart, but I just want to say, everybody, if you're interested, we are booked the next 2 shows, but we'd love to have it. And here's
a commercial.
Hi, I'm Debbie, and I'm a forever friend and a tribe member of Katrina Cooper. If you enjoy Katrina's videos, could you please like, subscribe, and if you feel the need, please share when you can. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
You have a new viewer in the chat room, and guess who sent her over?
Who?
Electric Medium. I told her we love Electric Medium.
I am going to
Yay!
go this young lady.
Gigi is the name of the lady in the chat
Nice
room.
to meet you, Gigi. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the show. We got so much more to go. And I'm going to, Candy, did you have a statement before I bring up our next one?
Do like and subscribe and share whenever you can.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to put Candy in the back. And my next person in line is Kista. I hope I said that right. Is it Kista?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much. And I was saying the name wrong, but this is, look at, I did it right here. Because we want to put that in so you got this so you can keep forever. And I also want to bring up the beautiful young lady. You guys almost look like twins. I just want to, I'm pretty sure people said it all the time. And I think you guys probably told people you're sisters and played it. I even feel like you would go and walk down hand in hand in hands, you know, holding hands on the beach. Not saying that you were lovers. I'm just saying you were so close. And is there a bloodline in here? Are we there's still sisters there, cousins maybe?
Yeah.
By moms?
My mom's side, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I just want to share that with everyone. We also have the notes. I sent you your notes over here. They're a bunch of jarble to me, and I can't spell. What was your insight of when you first got your notes, Kista?
Just wowed.
Okay.
Curious on what some of this stuff means.
Great, because I just want to let you know that I know that this woman, in the very, without a doubt, she's your rock now. I feel like, and she said now, because in the way this woman's showing that, you know, you were there for her all along. Every single time she needed it, whether it was a phone call, and I can understand that because there's only 3 in my circle at this present moment, and that would be my girls right here, Rhodey, Valerie, and my sister in Chicago, Teresa, that you'll take a phone call anytime during the night or drive. In my case, 1,200 miles. All she has to do is say it. I'd be there, and that's showing me you did that for her. Do you understand that?
Mhm.
I saw visions of growing up together like family and best friends. So that was the first thing that I got. And I kept getting angel. Yes, angel. And so I want to let you know that to me, I think that there's a big significance to this word, not just that she is an angel, is your angel, but it's also like I feel like people associate her as such. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I saw quite a few children that she hangs out with. That's where I was saying this family. I think it's a very close knit family. I feel like I saw like 5 girls, and I counted like 2 boys. There just seemed like there was more females than boys that I was seeing. And then I saw 2 in particular that she's just hugging really, really tight. And one seems to be, I feel like there might be maybe 3-year difference 2 or 3-year difference in their ages, it feels like. Their hair is more on the chestnut style. And I'm feeling like we got 2 different personalities between the 2 boys. But I feel like they're also connected, so they could be brothers, but also quite different. And she hangs out with them. I felt like there was this picture that is in 2s, like a duplicate. And I don't know if you 2 might had shared a tattoo, or if you and another person may have shared a tattoo that's similar, or a picture that's similar that represents this beautiful soul of yours, your friend, your best friend. Are you frozen? Okay, because I was going to take it as startled. Okay, Kista, you are, remember we talked about, I don't know if she can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and kick her out, and she'll come right back in. And we'll just talk. Oh, there she is already.
All right, there she is.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, it happened. Did you hear everything that I said?
No, I don't. It just like froze.
Okay, so what I saw was like 2 tattoos or 2 pictures that represent her or for her, but I feel like it's in doubles, like there's another person that has it, or that 2 people are talking about it. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, me and my best friend we're gonna get tattoos.
I just want to, it feels like they're interlocking, kind of like my yin and yang that's in the back here. I just feel like they're about interlocking, and when you bring them together, it makes a whole. So I hope that makes a little sense. It's very interesting because I too, when I speak with her, I feel like things aren't adding up in her category either of her departure. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I noticed that each one of my shows have a theme, one way or the other, and there's something suspicious. There's this, what's going on? How can this possibly be? Things aren't adding up. And I feel like whatever that they came across, and that's why I put down, I don't know if they put it down like the other lady, whether it was an accident or suicide, but it's the opposite. I feel like there's a person involved in this, and I truly feel like a person, if this person isn't who did it, I think that they have some insight of the possibility of knowing what's going on. And I feel like it's a male figure. And when I see her next to this male figure, I feel like there's a significance of height difference. Right? So I hope that makes it different. At least about this much. What is that? Probably 4 inches. I want to say at least 3 to 4 inches than what she is. And I feel like he has darker hair. and much taller than her. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't do names. I never say I do. And anything that gets too much, always just put your hands up and I can stop. But
Okay.
to me, she's showing me that things were a little bit rough. And I feel like the possibility of maybe being a little rough house. I'm not sure. I just feel like there might have been a little rough housing. And was there anything on the back of her head, any type of bump or something that might have been from the crown of her head, like the back of it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did they do an autopsy?
Yes.
Was
It came back suffocation, I believe.
did she ever talk to you about maybe sometimes things would get a little heated up, conversations of with who she was living with?
Uh,
I can't hear her. You froze up again.
Can I tell you a comment?
Oh,
Is it
the
froze
next,
now?
it's going in and out. I apologize. But is Amy also involved? Amy knows?
She said I could share this. That
Yes.
tattoo for me and Christy,
Oh.
free bird and free fall.
Okay, so you and Amy are good friends. Okay, good. I'm glad that because I see Amy has she's also, oh, there she moved. Okay, I thought she was frozen.
Sorry, I
for-
don't know why it's doing.
It sometimes it's a cell phone and everybody's using the internet, but I just want to share it. It just, to me, I also wanted to, I felt like there was a car. I don't know why, but I'm hearing the screeching of somebody taking off faster than they should have. That's how I'm gathering it, the sound of it. I feel like I feel like there's several houses or homes or something, maybe an apartment complex, or it just feels like there's stacked on top. I don't know why. It just feels like there's a building that could be at least three levels. I feel like there's brick. I'm not quite sure why I'm seeing that, but I'm hoping that might make some sense between you and Amy. I felt like it was a compact vehicle. I didn't feel like it was a big one or anything. I feel like it was a compact car. And when I see it, it kind of looks whitish to me, kind of creamy white, light colored vehicle involved. She says that she has her wings. I feel like for some reason, I also think that her picture, that when they put her and remember her, there's might be some wings in the background. I just feel like they just identify her as this angel. And she says that she loves you so much. Tell mom I'm helping her. So have you spoke with your aunt?
No, no, that's what I was trying to figure out that one. I don't know what she would be talking about. I'm not sure.
Well, I feel she's telling me that she's helping her mother out. Is her mom on this planet? Her mother's
No.
crossed over too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, then I got to tell you that there's only one explanation that I have, is that this child, this soul has reincarnated back over here again. So I don't know how long her mom has been gone, but she's telling her that she's helping her to sleep, and a vision of her being on her back. So, children, what do? We put our babies on their back when they're sleeping, so that way that they don't, have SIDS or anything. I also want to state that this person is helping her sleep. So do we have a little girl that is in the family that could be in the age group that would be, since your aunt has crossed over? Maybe
Um,
like under 3 or 4?
Can we go away, please? You're gonna have to wait a second. Thank you. No, maybe on her side. Cause so we're kind of
She's
cousins
her
by
mom.
marriage, so it
helping her
wasn't blood.
It's okay. Just wanted to share that would be the part. So I can't confirm. I can't deny. There's nothing or proof. All I can tell you is that when our loved ones come back again, when they come over here, it's a request. It's a blessing. It's not because they did something wrong or whatever. I've always found because they wanted to. And she's showing me that her mother is here on this planet. So I would say that she's been reincarnated. When we find that person, that particular child may have some of those instincts or some of those things that you might have recognized from the person that was here, or they have an old soul, or they just seem to catch on. Those are the only things that I can verify. But she's showing, look at how you knew everything else besides the things that go to your conspiracies, the things that suspicions. Those are letting you know that I hear you and that I'm around. Not to mention, she's kind of funny. I think that you might have had a few trips, or almost like you've tripped over rock, or I'm not saying you fell down or nothing. I just think that you get tripped a little bit. It's her getting in your way, letting you know I'm here, and just her love. And you know, this is interesting. I'm seeing white doves around her, very beautiful white doves. So she's at peace. I feel that this poor young lady, I feel like there was numerous times she had to fight for her life. I don't know if that makes any sense, or feel like she had to fight for her life. And to me, I feel like it was from the person that she loved the most, or felt like she should have been protected by. And that's how I gotta put it. That's how it feels. Do you have any questions that you want to ask her? Do you have her clothes?
I have
A shirt,
some,
purse?
yes. I do.
I just love what I get to do. She says that she's also proud of you. I feel like you've overcome some obstacles, and I also feel like you've succeeded in whether it is a job or going outside your comfort zone for learning something. It just feels like, you're a big girl, and she's so proud of you. I hope that makes sense to you.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions?
I don't. Thank you so much.
You're my forever friend.
Thank you too.
I hope it was worth waiting. Thank you so much for sharing her with me. She's still doing, and one of the things that she's listening to, when she listens to music, she bounces her head back and forth and lets her hair fly. Do you know what I'm talking about? That kind of music
Yeah.
is. So she's still her. I can't get that without the photo, and I'd like to bring her back in. Gorgeous, beautiful young lady, and she still is, and she just wants you to know that she's okay. And her mama's back on this planet. That's pretty cool. She's helping her out, helping you out too. Hey, before we get started, are you in need of another car?
No. Well,
Did you just get one since she's crossed over?
yes.
Are you the one with the compact car?
I do have a car. I do. Yeah, it's a compact car.
What color is it?
Silver.
Okay, so it was the silver light or the white that I was stating that those were the colors. Because I feel like she was with you. Did you get it since she's crossed?
I used to have a white car though.
When she was
So,
here?
yeah.
And then I just looks like, because I want to let you know that she still takes her shoes off and puts her feet on the dashboard.
Took many a trip.
Thank you so much. It's Kista. What a beautiful name. I'm so glad that I got it right. I had to read it again. And you're my forever friend. If you know of anyone that can use my services, I hope you think of me. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
So you are so welcome. And we got Candy here.
Wow, that's just amazing. There was just so much in that. That her mother's back, and I don't have the words.
I know. But I love that she's okay and she wanted. There's some more things that I know Kista understands, but I think it's because of it being a public broadcast. There's some things because she's very colorful in her words. She used the F word quite often. And
Look at Amy laughing backstage.
I closed it down a little bit, and I do believe that if there was any way that I can say, I know this doesn't sound right, but she truly is a survivor.
She sounds like a very, very beautiful young lady. Yeah.
Mind and soul is free, ladies. That's all that I can tell you. So that's the beauty.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah. How Amy knew about whatever. I couldn't listen that much. I had to kick 2 trolls out, but
thank you.
Yes. About the tattoos, it really resonated with Amy, and I'm sure she'll tell us about it.
Okay. So I'm going to get back to the next one. We're going to get into 3. We got, I'm going to remove, and we're going to bring up Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hello.
I love your crosses in the background. How beautiful. Oh,
thank you.
Right before I get to it, I'm supposed to say one thing. I'm going to bring her up since you guys know. Kista, I forgot to tell you, she says never quit. I hope that you understand that. Those in big, big words. And that was another thing that I knew about this girl. She just kept on, and it just got the best of her. I just needed to share that because that was never quit. So now we have, now that I got that, I got Amy, and I want to put her name up here. This is Amy Lynn. She's number 3. And boy, is this man handsome. Let's take a look at him. Look at him. I want to let you know that his interior is the same as his exterior, and he has he lets you know he's good looking. I just want to let you know it's not like it was hidden in any direction. Okay, I just want it. I think that when he walked by anything that had a reflection, he had to take a peek. Just who he was, and that's nothing to say to you, but those are things that bring in his personality the best way that I can. And when I got this, looking at this handsome man, I got lots of love and protection for you. Do you understand that? So I already know he's around you all the time. I feel like he would lift you up when you was sad, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I don't have this written down, but all of a sudden, just now, I saw a motorcycle. This motorcycle is black, and I see chrome. To me, I feel it's a low rider because it seems like it has a dip where he sits. So I'm going to go Harley Davidson because I don't know any others. But he just showed that it's not on your notes. Looking at your face, you recognize what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to bring that up.
I love that. I love it.
You were wondering. She taught me that. He answers your questions.
They can hear our thoughts and our prayers, guys. Once again, if I could do this, and I am heading to Vegas, I would play every single lottery. I would share it with the world. I really would. I'm not trying to be rich. I just want so I don't have to worry about anything, just like everyone else. But he did. He just showed it to me, and it is not on her notes, but that's the best part. These are just guidelines. And I want to let you he said, no one can hurt you. So I just feel like anyone that is, I feel like he was an advocate for you at that time too. And he's very opinionated man. He is understanding of others' decisions, but he definitely will let you know if he doesn't agree with it to try to sway you over to that area. I just want to let you know he gets heated up with certain things, and because of that, I feel like you're involved with something that might be a controversy right now. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. And one of them, it feels like there's two parts to this, and it almost feels like I got a feminine and a male energy that this is pertaining to. Do you understand that too?
Mhm.
I feel like your friend, this man, it's like seeing a arena with tag team, like you get her and I'll get him type of tag team, like a wrestling tag team, and no heart holds bars type of stuff, and and I just feel like you're gonna make it. And he's picking out your superhero outfits kind of thing. It just looks like he just puts all the details in it, and he's ready to bat for you. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense.
He's what?
He's ready to go up to bat for you,
Oh, yeah.
protect you, be there. He definitely shows me very nice guy. If you stay on his end, you go thick and thin. Look, he's your angel. But I also find that he snapped quick.
Hmm.
Short fuses. I've got a feeling it's gotten him in trouble for this too. So I hope that makes some sense. He still is a hot fire. He's putting something in the back of his mouth. Did he used to keep gum or something in the back of his mouth? Not chewing all the time, but just for the taste, or maybe nicotine? Was he trying to quit smoking at one time? It just feels like he's got something in his back cheek.
Yeah. His wife told me, like, because he smoked and she didn't, that whenever he would go to kiss her, he would chew gum so she wouldn't taste it.
And he would keep it in that back pocket right here, so
I don't know specifically, but I know
who
that.
would? You're not in that, you're not in the mouth. I just noticed that he's doing this. I do believe that his quick temper had something to do with his departure. I do believe that he didn't take time to let it all fester in. I feel like he acted upon an impulse immediately. And with this, I hope that this makes sense. And I hope that I'm not being insensitive in any way, Amy. But he said if he had to do it all over again, he would do it all over again. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I truly believe that he has a play with of what his decision was and what dropped, and it's very interesting. I just feel like my whole body just went limp.
Oh my God.
Do you understand? And I just sort of just melt to the floor. So I just want you to know, and I don't know why, but I feel like there's this impact on my left cheek. So I don't know if maybe he might have fell or landed on such way. He showed me his back, and when I saw the back, I felt like it was metaphorical, like being stabbed in the back kind of thing. I don't feel like he was actually stabbed in the back, but I felt like it was metaphorical. Do you understand that too?
He was shot in the back.
Oh, so it was actual, but he was also stabbed. Do you understand? Somebody, there's a double cross somebody there. There's a deeper in. That's why I put in the double cross, the stab in the back. So there.
I know what he's talking about.
And he showed me a stack of money.
Stack of money.
Stack of dollars. They're all, and it's about this deep. So does anybody know about some money? I feel like he would hide some stuff because he didn't trust people. Do you know that, Amy?
Yeah, but I don't know anything about money.
I wonder if maybe has his wife found it or they need it. I'm just seeing that there's the stack of money, and I feel like this is so interesting. Did he have a truck or an older vehicle?
He had his truck was it was like a 1997
I
truck.
think it's in there, girl. I think it's in there. I don't know why. I'm seeing little pockets, hidden pockets in the truck. I don't have no idea of like when I scanned this, I don't know why I'm getting a burgundy look. I don't know why I'm getting something that has
Because it was burgundy.
okay. So far you understand what I'm showing. I don't know. I just feel like there are compartments. It's not a dually, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I
that's
don't even know what it is.
yeah. A dually has double tires. That would be the only thing that because dualies might have little pockets where you can hide things. I don't feel like it was, so I'm trying to. I think there might be some things. I hope that they still have the truck. There's something to do with some money, and to me, they look like smaller bills. I wish I could tell you that they were hundreds. I don't feel like they're stacks of hundreds, but it's enough that could help.
Yeah, he wouldn't have no like big bills.
No, I see. So, and I don't know if that also because I'm not. And when you have little pockets, I don't know if it could mean that there was some trading going on. I don't know. Just want to share that it just looks like there is something going very.
Oh, that. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good. We're on. This is a public thing, and
I know.
very careful with the rest, and I'm glad that you got it and understood this, but that's what's going on. And we got another karma because I don't think that it's going to be done by the cops. I don't think that there's any pursuit going that direction. So here's another one. Wow. 3 people today that got a hold of me in different situations that there is suspicions of their leaving. I just see the theme and how heaven's going to take care of it. Karma. He said his Nana's up there. Did you know that his grandmother had crossed over?
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to know that I know that you've always been the word of reasoning for him. So I know that when he would snap that you would try to help him see it in a different way. So he's doing that for you. I see him outdoors. He 4-wheels. I saw a little boy with him. So I was just wondering I don't feel like it's his son. Does he have a son? I don't feel like it's his. Is there a friend or do you have a son?
I lost a child. I had a miscarriage. My baby would be almost like about maybe a little over a year.
Did you ever feel like it could have been a boy?
I felt like it was a girl, but the Chinese calendar said it was a boy.
Oh, well, all I can say is I see a boy, and I'm sorry that it didn't go with the same thing that you were thinking it is, but it's interesting that something else told you it was different. My son, I could have swore was going to be another girl. I mean, a girl, but it wasn't. All I can tell you is this little boy is with him, and that would be somewhere in that age group that because I was going to say maybe under 2. So please know that he's with him. Like he said, he's your rock now. He's taking care of you. He opened up a long neck beer, and I just want to let you know that when he drinks, it's almost like you drink the whole bottle of beer in one hit. It was just like, oh no. I hope you recognize that. It's like he didn't have to take a break. It just went. The bubbles would make me burn, but it went right down. He's enjoying himself. I got the vision of a tattoo that you have for him. Now I know that you just positioned yourself. I see you have tattoos, but have you drawn and have been thinking of something that would be in his honor?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, all they have to do is think. All you got to do is think about it. Was he cremated?
Mm-hmm.
I saw cremation also. I also see that somebody has got an altar for him. So I'm not quite sure if you may have something that is positioned of things that you have memories with, and quite possibly something very small of his ashes. Do you got a little bit of them?
A very small one.
Very small. Have you been thinking about sprinkling a little bit on a plant or something?
That's not me.
Okay, I just saw something being sprinkled a little bit on a plant, and I feel like it's a brand new plant, and this person has girls, children with girls. It almost looks like I see two of them around. Very interesting. He says, "I'm a good girl." That he's with you. I'm good girl. Like, don't worry about him. I feel like you've been wondering about what he's doing. There's another thing that I find that he does, and I want to bring him up one more time over here. He's drag racing.
He's drag racing?
He's drag racing. Not that he did it when he was here. He's doing something different. And it's getting and when I say a drag race, one of those cars that are really, really, really long and stretched, and they look like they got bicycle wheels on the outside. I don't know how to explain it. They got speed. That's the kind of drag race he's in. So it's not like I'm seeing the Indy 500. Looks like much more in speed and done himself. But he's not hurting. He's not in any pain. And that's the main thing that he wants you to know about. I know that you got that drink, but he's talking about, is that tea?
Oh, it's water.
Oh, what's up with the tea? Who drinks all the tea?
Oh, he's talking about a different kind of tea.
It's okay. I'm just telling. I just want to say, so please know that all of the things that he still is. I hope that I was able to bring a good connection. And do you have any questions for him?
Did he suffer?
Not one. Remember, he answered that already. All it was his body went limp, and he was over. Grandma was there for him. That's exactly how it happened. No pain. Our souls separate from the body. There's no doubt about it at all.
Does he come around here?
All the time. He likes to, in your case, he tells me, like, I would say that those crosses, because he also said something about a cross. Look, the cross is circled. I had no idea that you were going to have a bunch of crosses behind you. But he also tells me that you have a little bit of an asinine thing, that if they're not completely straight, that you got to go over and move them. So he makes sure that he just tilts it just the tiniest a bit, because you notice that. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm. It's not just me. He does that too.
Pardon, what did you say?
It's not just me that he does that too.
No, it's everyone, but he likes to get your goat. So you're not going to see it a whole bunch. It only needs to be a little bit for you to recognize it. He's always visiting. He's not going nowhere. Right now, he's enjoying himself.
Was he scared when he first crossed?
No, because when he seen Nana, if you notice, he was surprised that he made it there. He said, his Nana, yep, I'm here in heaven. That's exactly what he said. As soon as he saw Nana, his grandmother, he knew that he was in heaven. So there was no, I love that it was on the paper. All your questions answered.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, Amy, that you enjoyed your conversation with this gentleman. I want to let you know that he loves you very much. You're the one that does this. He doesn't. But I feel like you have done the heart with your hands before when you are talking with people that you love. And he just wants to let you know how much he loves you too. And you have some things of his too. So rock solid friendship, rock solid love, and always going to have your back, period. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
You're my forever friend. I want to bring him up one more time so everybody can see him.
So handsome.
Very.
So handsome.
Very.
Yeah.
and working out on his body. But I just want to let you know, yeah, there's no shame in him at all. But
No, there's not.
no
Oh.
shame whatsoever. He would streak for sure. There's no doubt about that. Thank you so much, Amy. You have a blessed day. And if you know of anyone that could use my services, or if you'd like to do a commercial for
Yes,
us,
I was just gonna say, do a commercial for us.
15 seconds, whatever you like, send it to Rhodey Speak or Katrina Cooper. We would love to feature you on here. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. We got Candy here, and I just think I wanted to do one over here. Let's listen to Candy.
Hi, I'm Candy. I'm a tribe member and one of Katrina's forever friends. Please like, subscribe to our channel, share whenever you can, and you too can be a forever friend. We look forward to seeing you in the chat rooms.
All right, Candy. And I have to say, whoever would make us commercial, we'd put them up, but only the tribe members can say tribe member.
Right.
The rest can say forever friend. Bye,
I would love you to
Katrina.
be, because that's the key is, are you a forever friend? Because believe me, it is an awesome feeling. I'm happy to be that voice.
Mhm.
And some of the beautiful things that came out today is just
The
amazing.
motorcycle, everyone in the chat room, right, Candy? The motorcycle. Wow.
It was, the
Tell
chat
my-
room was just exploding over this one.
Yeah.
Everybody liked that he brought up the motorcycle, and that really surprised her, and
She was wondering.
and that he was just, all about protecting her and taking care of her, and the fun side of him as well.
I love the stuff that comes in when you were thinking in your head and it just pops in out of nowhere. And those are the best, because you know what? They coexist, baby.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Amy,
it's straight
I
up
told
coexistence.
Amy and I had a long conversation in the private chat. See all the words.
Oh,
And I told you, you'll get your mind blown, didn't I? I told her how I thought, tried to expose you as a fraud when I first met you. But, and obviously,
I hope
I
so.
did.
I hope that I was able to deliver what they were wanting and what they
Absolutely, you
needed.
did.
And since we have all that online, I'm going to let Rhodey take over, because we have a wonderful guest, and I want to go and share. She's our first Denise Primor, Sally House historian, a mom, a grandma, a paranormal investigator, a show host, and a forever friend.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Bring her up here. Hi, Denise.
Hey, how are you feeling? Your mic's, is she muted?
When you're in the
You're
background,
muted
you don't
yourself.
have to mute yourself, because
Yeah.
we are. I might be able to do it.
Can you
for
unmute her? Nope. You
I-
unmute Mike.
Yeah, I can't unmute.
You can't unmute yourself? She can't talk.
Got a timer?
You just have to hit the microphone, Denise.
Oh, it looks like her mouse went out or something. Isn't
Oh
working.
no. Well, I can pull pictures up and talk.
You start getting a spirit around.
Yep,
If
and you
it can
get
happen,
it around
it
you,
will.
and it comes around you, Denise. Let's see. You want to? Oh, sure.
I'm going to add her to the stream. I'm unmuting her. I can't
Okay.
unmute her mic.
We can't unmute you from this end. Oh man, no wonder, because I was saying hi to her and welcome in the chat room, and she wasn't answering me. Oh.
While we're doing this, I thought I'd go to the comments and take a look. We got a Catherine James. Thank you so much for the statement of nice readings. Karen, my tribe member. AB, I got a reading with her.
Yeah.
There. Turn up your volume. I see that you're not on mute anymore, but I still can't hear you, Denise.
And there's a Kristen.
We have Daniel Drawsand. We have Catherine James. Chandra, I haven't gotten to her yet. I got a Candy. Anita, thank you very much for showing up, sweetheart. Sandy, hope everybody is here. I just want to give everybody a shout out, because I like everyone to know my Karen is there. And can we hear Denise yet?
She's plugging in. Looks like she's plugging in a headphones, and maybe a mic.
Fabulous. Well, we're over here. I want to say thank you for everybody for coming. Oh, love me. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Deborah Hollingworth, thank you so much for showing up.
Daniel's in Houston, by the way. Yeah, H-Town. H-Town rocks, Daniel.
Nice. I'm currently here
How you
too.
doing, Denise? We got a mic up yet?
I see her ears are on.
Ears are on.
I'll tell you, we met Denise. Rhodey brought her up. She would watch the show and was so excited, but I got to see her first.
Yeah.
Rhodey just loves her some Denise.
Yeah.
And I had to take a picture when I got up to the Sally house with Denise, and I was like,
She sign it for me to Rhodey.
she wanted to be able to print it out.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we had some great moments over there at the Sally house, quite active. In fact, everyone knows that I don't believe in orbs. They definitely have to have some characteristics, certain things that needs to be said. And I got a video of talking with the spirit down in the basement, and I asked the orbs to come. I asked for the orbs to come too, and it would go right in front of my a camera and then move. I know that there's lit. I know that there's dust.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's frustrated.
Oh.
Denise, I do have I have some pictures I can put up and talk about.
Sure. Let me finish my one
Okay,
so
yeah.
that everybody can hear it. But at the end, I'm saying he's getting angry, and then it comes rushing at me with the strobe light effect flashing. To me, that's something that has to go into the what if pile, no matter what anyone has to say. So now, Rhodey, what did you say? What do you want to do?
Well, I can, if you want, I got to bring it to the pictures.
Rhodey's going to take over with all the photos. She uploaded them, and you want to sit here?
Well, I just need to get to the computer better. I can sit where I was sitting.
Of course, yeah. I can give you full control.
Okay, keep trying, Denise. Keep trying. Okay, like Katrina told you how I met Denise Pridemore. I heard her on Jason Bland's show originally. Did you put her backstage?
She's gone.
Oh, she's going to sign back in, maybe. Okay. Okay, I will. Okay. Anyway, the Sally house is a infamous house known for hauntings. And I think most people that have heard about it know about Tony and Deborah Pickman. They were the ones that lived there. And it was really he who got most of the unwanted attention from the spirit. But let me start with Denise's pictures. I've been there 3 times and met Denise and been to the Sally house. I was taking pictures in the backyard, and I just happened to see something. And the minute I saw it, Denise says, "Oh, her husband Ron was there. That's my Indian. That's my Indian." And I'm going to show you a couple pictures. The first one is the one taken right after the, you take several in a row. Okay, so here's the first picture. I took like 10 in a row. There's the first one. And then I take them immediately, one after the other. Uh-oh. Sorry. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And there's the second one. And if y'all can see, there's an outline of a figure there. I think you can see it like right under the tree. Denise knew immediately who that was. And Katrina, you said there were Indians in that.
Well, when the first time that
We lost volume, Katrina.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
I stepped aside so Rhodey could talk. So what I did when I was there is talking with Ron, her husband, and I saw that it was an Indian downstairs that was protecting the land and the children that were buried. I saw it back in very old age, and he has received the ability to hear your thoughts, which I proved here tonight and on all the shows, that our loved ones can hear our thoughts. Well, so can people that you don't know that's on the other side can hear your thoughts. So he would take the things that you're scared of and implement them to scare people in the house. And I just saw him having wind, all the elements to be able to do. And what was really weird is that when I acknowledged it, he took his mask off. He didn't look like a monster no more. It kind of looked like like Scooby-Doo when he was at the, what do you call it? At the, what do you call it? At the, 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 Hawaii, and they have those big old masks that you can hide behind a voodoo thing. The moment he did, he showed me what was going on and that he was here for protecting. It had nothing to do with the house. If we were to move the house, whoever was to occupy this particular land, I believe, would be in the same area. And speaking with the Pickmans, he was worried about his family. He was worried about his boys, his children. So no wonder that this was manifest as such. That's my theory. There's other stories, and our historian Denise Pridemore would be able to tell you more about that. And then he went right back up and started protecting the area again. So the person that I saw that was the worst, that did things to the people, would be I called him a peeping Tom. He seemed to take care of the lawns back in the old days, because the Sally House was a prestige neighborhood during this time that this occurred. And I believe Denise said that there was things in the paper of people making comments and calling the police, saying that there was somebody in their window or whatever. I do believe she confirmed that part for me. He's the one that goes around and does the sinister stuff. So it's pretty interesting how you can bring some history together and then try to talk to him and find out what's going on. So we did have, we went back on another, because Rhodey and I stayed overnight, and the Pickmans were with us again, very good friends of us. And Rhodey's going to share that story, because I wasn't there when this happened. It's crazy.
What you were saying was they could move the house, but it's the land. Okay, no, I'm asking. That's what you were saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's important.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it is a structure, but this is the land. Okay.
I feel
Yeah. Well, you're always right.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of the Pickmans, on one of the trips there, Katrina and Deborah Pickman had stepped out, and I was in the basement with Carl Albertson and Tony Pickman. And we had set up an SLS camera on the computer, structured lights. Oh, she's
going to bring in, but that's okay. Go ahead, Rhodey. You were talking about downstairs.
We're in the basement, and we had set it up, and so we could see, like, if one of those figures appeared to work. So we're looking at the computer screen, like Katrina and I, and he's sitting over there by I don't know what that was, a furnace, and we're watching him where no one's talking. All of a sudden, we see something jump out and touch his arm, and at that same exact time, Tony Pickman goes, ah, and grabs his arm. Swear to God, I never experienced anything like it. And so we right away went and got pictures of his arm.
There she is.
Oh, we can hear her.
Well, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Up.
Yeah, and that right there is, and we're going to show you the size of it in a minute. Oh, I keep thinking they can see my fingers. See the marks on him? Yeah, you can see the teeth marks on him if you look closely right there. That was the arm, and we even put a pack of cigarettes next to it to kind of give it so you could kind of size it. But it was the craziest thing. We literally saw this thing on the screen of the computer, the SLS, and of course Tony Pickman couldn't see the screen, and right when it happened, he yelped and jumped, and he's a buff guy, you know what I mean? He felt that, and that is the marks, that whatever that was, is the marks that it left on his arm that night.
Absolutely.
And I was there and saw this with my own eyes. It was amazing. Yeah. Okay. We showed the Indian already. Hey, Denise.
She's gone again.
She keeps
What we
dropping.
do have that she sent to us too is that she's taken a picture of the little girl in the window.
Well, I got one where she's circled, so you can actually see her.
Down at the very bottom of the corner. It looks like it's.
Take that banner off for me. Let's see if we can see it better. But yeah, this is the room. Denise is trying to come back on. See if we can hear her this time.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
I gave up on my computer.
Oh, she's on something else now, another device. Well, welcome to the show, Denise. We
Well,
are.
I want to tell you something about that picture with Tony.
Yes.
I had told people this in the past, that down in the basement, there were these things that I saw that were like roaches, and they would run around, and they'd be really skinny when we get there, but by the time we left, they were fat. And when I talked to Dave Considine, he said they were imps, like devil's minions.
Oh.
And, you know, so when you guys,
I'm outta
when you
here.
said he'd been bit, I already knew what had happened. You know, I didn't even go down in the basement that day.
Yeah. No, it was just
Me
Carl
neither.
and I and Tony. That we were the only three down there. Yeah.
And Ron was down there too.
He was down there when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't remember him. Probably because Carl and I were sitting next to each other, staring at that screen. You know.
Yeah, probably. Because Ron came up and told me about it, and that's when I said it was the imps that did it. So
You saw the picture. Well, you saw it in real life, but you saw the pictures I put up. Did you? Look, you can see the teeth mark. You can see the right there on his arm, man. It's like crazy, and you can see next to a pack of cigarettes. So that's a pretty big.
When I saw it, it looked to me.
Katrina, we can't hear you.
Anybody that knows the, have you ever had to jump your battery cable and you have to use the clamps to put it on? That's what it looked like to me. But it wasn't a battery clamp. It was rigid bite marks, man.
That is what it looks like. Yeah, jumper. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like. Wow.
yeah, we always described it like this, that he got bit like this.
Yes.
Just like how that's
Yes.
exactly how the claws on jumping cables are.
Yeah.
And we were showing them your picture.
Yep. That was one of the first pictures. Ron actually took that of the house, and it was after we had left. And I think that was only like our second time there.
It's a little face, little girl. And you can always go to Denise Primore on Facebook. She has that photo listed, and it's just beautiful. So there you go, Rhodey. She's coming back.
I was trying to get that one thing off the bottom to see if the picture would show better. I got it off. Oh,
Okay.
just see. You can see it a little better now. See the eyes.
Now, if you take that picture and you put it next to a picture of Dr. Finney, it actually looks like his brow line.
Oh, tell us quickly who Dr. Finney was.
Dr. Finney was one of the 3 doctors that actually lived in that house, but he was the youngest. He was the youngest son of the guy who built the house, MC Finney.
Okay, all right. And was it ever proven or not proven? I heard it could be a rumor that they did like surgeries there and
Never proven.
never proven. Okay, see, Denise knows.
He had an office down the street from there. This was on 2nd Street where the house was, but he had an office at 5th and Commercial, and he was also a doctor for the railroad. So more than likely, he might have dealt with minor injuries at his house.
Oh.
But more than likely, most of the things that they have listed for him in the newspapers and stuff were all things that he did somewhere else. You know, like he saved this person from a runaway carriage. It was on the street, and he stopped the horses. He fixed this guy's arm, but he set his arm at their house, not his house, at their house.
Yes.
So I cannot find anything that says that he ever did anything in his home.
You know what? This brings up an interesting point that there's a lot of hearsay that goes around haunted locations, because I heard from more than one person, and before I got there, a little girl named Sally, and she'd had surgery there and it was botched. I know. That's why you need good researchers like you are. Yeah.
Well, the thing is the name Sally back then would have been a nickname for Elizabeth. I mean, hard to believe, but yeah, it could have been a nickname for somebody named Elizabeth. I found, searching through death records of the time that they say that this happened, they started keeping death records in 1905 in Kansas. There was nothing signed by Dr. Finney of anyone that died at his location were at the Atchison Hospital with his name on it from a botched appendectomy, which is one of the things that the city said.
Yeah.
A haunting said from pneumonia, and there was nothing there for that either. The only Sally anybody could find was a 32-year-old woman named Sally Isabel Hall, and she was a native African American woman. But the funny thing is her obituary had her listed at 2 different addresses, one a block and a half away from the Sally house, and the one on the other side of Benedictine College, which is like 7 or 8 blocks away. And it's like, this doesn't make sense. How in the heck do you have 2 different addresses for somebody who supposedly is poor? And, you know, back then, you didn't live in 2 houses.
Right.
Yeah, no.
And, you know, so was he her doctor? That's very possible, because he was one of the doctors that delivered half the babies in the city. And she had just lost a baby not long before this. So are they wrong that, you know, maybe it was Sally Isabel Hall portraying herself as a younger child, but Tony's picture, what he drew, what he saw was a mulatto girl.
Right.
And Sally Isabel Hall was not mulatto. And then there's other rumors that Dr. Finney had an affair with his housekeeper, who was a African American woman. But that's not true either, because first of all, if you've ever seen him, he doesn't look like he likes women. but he also has a wife and a child. And so there's no way that this is true. You know, after researching it as much as I did, I have thousands of pages of data. Unless they lied in the newspaper. But the thing is until he ran for political office, nobody had anything but really nice things to say about him.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
would have thought?
Right.
But yeah, it's interesting when you go back and you look at things. And even, you know, they had like 5 different newspapers up there. And in those 5 different newspapers, nobody had anything negative to say about this man around the time that they're saying that he let this little girl die from whatever. And the movie that the city did disservice to his family. You know, I could see where his family would not want to know that the house that their great great grandfather lived in, and great great grandfather, so it would have been Dr. Charles Finney the first and Dr. Charles Finney the second, who both lived in this house. Why would they want their family to know all this crap happened?
Exactly.
You know, so,
that's why you need a good researcher, and that you are definitely that, right? We always say that. I didn't do the same going through the death records, so yeah, that was something.
yeah,
So-
I mean, it is weird the things that you find.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Denise, tell us, you have a show. Tell us about your show and when it's on.
My show is The Paranormal Pride, and Ron just in the background said never.
Never.
It's on every Monday night at 7:00, except for when I'm on vacation or recovering from surgery, which is right now. I'm not going to have a show tomorrow because my voice is cracking.
Well,
And,
you just had surgery a week. Yeah, thank you for being on our show. But yeah, it's easier to be a guest, isn't it?
It is. I don't have to talk all the time. And like I said, my voice is just, you know, it's cracking so much that it's not fair to make people listen to that. But if it hadn't put in a ventilator, it probably wouldn't be so bad. So
yeah.
I never knew that they were going to do that. If I had, I wouldn't schedule anything.
They don't know sometimes till they get in. I was a retired RRT, a registered respiratory therapist, and sometimes it happens. They don't know when they're starting, but then they have to do it, and it will get better. Trust me, it'll get better.
Oh yeah,
it just takes time.
They told me in advance that me stopping breathing isn't a problem because I'll be on a ventilator.
Yeah. Oh well, then they knew ahead of time you were going to be intubated. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know it though until I got there. So yeah. But other than that, so the show's every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central on WBHM-DB.com. And it is the same radio station that you would find Fate Magazine radio on, which has been around Fate Magazine's been around for 48 years.
Wow.
Or since 1948. Sorry, longer than 48 years. So if you've got stories that you want to get out there, send them to Fate Magazine. They'll print them, and you'll be, in an article. So I have an in with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Chat Hobson, right? That's your in
Chad
there.
Hobson.
Yeah, station manager or owner. Yeah. Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Denise. You were my, when I first met you, you were like my first, how do I say it? That's why you didn't hear when Katrina was saying, I had told her, well, as soon as you get there, get a picture of Denise, make her sign it. Yeah, not make her, ask her to sign it. Yeah. And we've been friends ever since.
She told me that she was upset, that you were upset that you couldn't be there with her.
Yes.
And so one of the pictures I sent you in your messenger was a picture that happened while Katrina was there when I got scratched upstairs in the hallway. It looked like a V or an L. I don't know which, depending upon how you set it up. But yeah. But that day, we still talk about that day often, me and Ron.
Wow. Yeah, Ron became a forever friend that day.
Ah. Yeah.
He tells everybody about that day.
That's nice
sweet.
to know. Tell him we love him, and
he hears you.
And we want to say thank you for taking your busy and healing and sending much love and prayers, and we think about you often.
Absolutely, we love you. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry I had problems, but that new computer, I still don't know where everything is.
Well, it could be something else. It could be something else, or between you and Denise, it could be something like that. But
it could be. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say I wanted to put Fruit Loop in, but she has turn off your sound so we can bring it Fruit Loop. Brody's gonna help her. I just wanted to bring her in a couple of times to say goodbye. Brody's coming in to say goodbye. Not going to happen here. We'll just do it this way until then. Thanks. Oh, and before we say goodbye, please, everybody, if you like the show.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm a tribe member of Katrina's Forever Friends. Are you a forever friend? Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when Katrina goes live or posts a video. We're so thankful to have you here. Thanks so much.
I'm loving these commercials, and I can't wait till you guys send me some more. And I'll just tell you, I think Fruit is there. But I wanted you guys to see her.
May I just say, I'm sorry. My computer died, and so I missed a lot of comments in the last few minutes. I'm just sorry. I just want to say my computer died, so I wasn't able.
Okay. Well, we're closing down, so it doesn't matter. We're saying goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoy. It looks like we still have 15. Candy, you're in our prayers too, and I'll keep it up. And your dad said you'll be okay. And I want to say, everyone, join us on the 14th of we have March. The 14th of March. April 4th, we are not going to have no show on Easter. You be with your families, guys. This is about heaven. April 11th, we're opening up, and April 18th is a celebration of 1 year of our show. And I just want to let you know, April 18th, I'm giving free readings to whoever's out there. We're going to just try our best to just wing you in, just talk to anyone, share. I just want to say thank you so much for putting me in this position, listening, and I want to say thank you. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Fruit
See you in
Loop.
2 weeks.
Love
See you
you
in
guys.
2
Love
weeks.
y'all.
Bye. We're gonna end